Welcome, Taurus and Taurus cross watchers, to your February 2023 monthly love reading. So thanks for stopping by my channel today. I hope you guys are having a good day. So we're going to do what each of you is thinking and feeling about the relationship. Each of your actions or intentions towards each other. And then, of course, we'll pull clarifiers if we need. So if you're new here, welcome. I do longer reads they're posted on Thursdays. Major Arcana there. And then we also have the mini weekly love readings that are posted on Sundays. Okay. And we're just going to grab one more card from the big deck here for, we're just going to be reading. Sorry, we're going to grab one more card from this big deck here. Oh, that's probably really loud. Sorry, guys, 1 second. For the relationship situation. Sorry about that, guys. One more. Okay, there we go. So what's the situation right now for Taurus? Okay. And what can Taurus expect in the coming month? Just gotta throw my cards all over the place, eh, Taurus? So, I don't know what your person is doing or why, but it looks like they are it looks like they're pushing themselves in two different directions. And I feel like you're not, I mean, obviously you're not really going to deal with that. But I feel to a certain extent you might not expect it if it hasn't already happened. Because how they think about you or what's in their headspace about you in the relationship is the Ten of Cups. That's the happy family, right? But it's like they want to act like you're not their person because their actions or intentions is the Lover's reversed. So it's like, sorry, I do apologize, Taurus. I had to use a different camera because my phone isn't recording them well. So it's just kind of changed the setup. So I apologize that it's so dark. I will try to fix that for next time. So I just feel like this person, it's like as you're walking away, I feel like they're coming racing in and it's like I just feel like they're not going to be quite as prepared as they should be. They seem to feel that if they come in and give you whatever truth it is that they have, it's like they really do seem to be in an energy where they have every intention of like breaking down whatever door or whatever wall has been put up. I don't know why they would be in this Lover's reversed energy. Like it really doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Actually, no, I think we're going to use the other one. Sorry, 1 second. Why is the Lover's reversed? It's like, it's almost like either they didn't, the Ten of Wands. So it's almost like this person either, I almost want to say, they may be saying things to you like, this should have been easier. You know, if you're my person, why is this so hard? Why is this taking so much work? You must not be my person. And I feel like then they step away from the situation and their brain turns on again and they're like, oh, wait. Actually, I'm really happy with Taurus. Actually, they are a really good match for me. Actually, I better get my ASS back over there before Taurus is gone. That's kind of the vibe that I'm picking up from your person. I feel like this might be something that they've done in the past doesn't necessarily feel maybe that it's to you. And let me flesh that out a little bit. By that, it's like they sabotage themselves a lot. You know what I mean? It's like, I feel like sometimes they get something in their head and they run with it. And it's like they don't just take their ball and go home. They take their ball and go home and get on a ship, and then they go to they sail across the ocean to a different country. You know what I mean? It's like they seem to act with such impulse, and it's like, and that impulse doesn't even die down right away. It's like it takes some time for them to come back to their senses. And I mean, with the Two of Swords on your end, you're just not turning a blind eye to this. You know what I mean? It's like they can't pull the wool over your eyes. It doesn't even feel like that's what they're actually doing. You may feel that like they were lying to you in the first place. It doesn't feel like that. It just feels like this is someone that kind of gets caught up in the moment. And what's really unfortunate is that I feel like when they come back in to talk to you, I almost want to say like they're not going to do it right. It's like in the same way that they were impulsive when they left, they're impulsive when they come back in, and it's like they haven't decided what they're going to say ahead of time. And really, if you're coming back in to convince someone to give you another chance, one would assume that it would be reasonable to expect that this person knows what they're going to say when they get there. But because they don't know what they're going to say and they just try to like fly by the seat of their pants, I feel like you see it like maybe part of them has changed. Maybe they have changed their perspective. But it's like even if that's changed, the way they go about it is the same. Let me get a card on this Ten of Cups up here. I'm hearing something about like a bitter ex. So the Eight of Pentacles on. Hold on for a second. This might be specific. So this bitter ex thing, it feels like, not that you're concerned about it, but that your perception is that some people may view you as that. Or it's like, or you feel that, what I feel, Taurus, is that you're looking at the situation that there's something that you weren't seeing clearly. And it's like you may not know what it is, but you're not sticking around to find out. And I feel like this person may try to get you to stick around. It just actually feels like, you know, to a certain extent, does this person really love you? I'm just not so sure that's... So we do have the Queen of Cups on both ends here. Sorry, the Queen of Cups is what's coming up, and then the Queen of Cups is the clarifier on this Knight of Swords. Listen, Taurus, I don't know what this person has done to kind of put you in this energy. So please take this for what it's worth. But I actually feel really bad for your person. And let me tell you why. Because it's like, imagine what it would feel like to know exactly what you want, to have it in front of you. But it's like, but as you reach out for it, you actually end up pushing it off. Like, for example, let's say you're in the desert and there's this brick wall and there's a glass of cold water, right? And it's like, and you're like, oh my God, yes. And you go to get the glass of water, but as you do it, you actually knock the glass over and it falls onto the other side of the wall. I feel like that's kind of how the cookie crumbles, so to speak, when this person comes in. You know what I mean? It's like they have a very clear path for what exactly they want. And And I feel like they want it so bad they kind of F it up here. And that's kind of why, you know, I feel like in this person's life, it's maybe not constant, maybe not every time they reach for something that happens, but I feel like it happens a lot. And I feel like you're over here kind of beating yourself up, like wondering why you didn't see it sooner and why it was, you know what I mean? Maybe not quite beating yourself up, but definitely feeling like this person made a bit of a fool out of you. And I feel like if there was like a public display with whatever happened when this person was kind of acting a bit ridiculous, I feel like that actually may put you in an energy where it's like you're not taking their calls, you're not answering their texts. It's like I actually feel like you're trying to ignore them. I also want to, it feels like with this Six of Wands here, I feel like you know that they want your attention, but it feels like you've given so much of yourself that you're just not putting the friggin' swords down. And I feel like this, yeah, it's interesting that that's what came through. With this Death card, it actually feels like you are hellbent and determined that whatever's happening here is not going to be what takes you down, and that whatever either drew you in or kept you in this situation, it definitely feels like you have had it with whatever that is. So I mean, of course, the Death card is about that transformation and rebirth, right? And so, you know, I know the snake sometimes gets a bad rap, but spiritually it can also mean that regeneration, right? Shedding that skin and having a new beginning. And I feel like you seem to want to protect something here. It almost feels like you seem to be kind of taking a slap in the face. Hang on. Not because, you know, you are unwilling or incapable of fighting back, but it's like you seem to know that taking some sort of hit now will benefit you down the road. And so it's like you're going to let somebody think that they're winning for now, even though you know that by them doing what they've done and you reacting in the way that you've reacted, it's like it's sealed the deal. Two of Pentacles. It's a little bit of like goes around, comes around, but let me flesh it. What's interesting is that I feel like how you reacted is how you would react normally. It doesn't feel like what you're doing here is anything that you've done to plot someone's demise. I actually feel like you know when this person did that, you know, I hope that it's a proverbial smack across the face. I certainly hope no one's striking you. But whatever this person does that they should not have done, it's like the moment they do that, you know, they're toast. They are, you know, done in the water. And I feel like you know that all you have to do is just let this ride. And I feel to a certain extent they know it too. And that might be why they're kind of racing in. They're trying to fix it. They're like, oh my gosh. And like the deal has been sealed and they did it. They're the ones that did it. And they seem to feel that like, well, maybe they can come charging in. Maybe they can save it. Maybe they can this. Maybe they can that. And like, no, friend, you can't. Yeah. So the star is your actions or intentions towards this person. And A whole lot of nothing. That's what that is. And not you, but like your actions or intentions towards this person. No, there are none. There is no action you're taking towards this person. There is no behavior that you have towards this person. There is nothing. Nada. No. And it feels like there is, I feel like there's somebody here that's been rooting for you, and it feels a little bit like they've been waiting on the sidelines. I'm not getting like a big romantic vibe from this person. There may not be. I'm just not really getting that either way. But they have kind of been, it's almost like they may have known that this smack was coming. And obviously not that, they were supporting it, but it's like they knew that however this person was going to screw you over, that it would have happened. And I feel like this person was, I feel like either they didn't know you well enough to say anything, or it's like they were kind of waiting for this person to screw up. So that it's like, so that either that person would be weakened and this one could do something that they've wanted or needed to do. And I feel like to a certain extent that might also include becoming an ally of yours. Look, so the Star card talks about kind of getting out of that really challenging energy. And then the Four of Swords is that, where you are contemplating, thinking, you're stopping, you're taking a break. So I actually, if I could bottle your energy up and, take a little every day, I would. Because I feel like you are kind of the epitome right now of not tying yourself to anything. So it's like, yes, you're taking a physical break from things, but I feel like you're also, oh my gosh, I'm just noticing the Four of Swords is at the bottom here. I don't know if you could see that actually, so we'll do that. There you go. So I was looking at the cards, not the camera. I feel like you are also taking a mental break. And it seems to be like you are just kind of disconnecting. It's one of those things where it's like maybe you're going, for example, you're going to go camping where there's no reception. I mean, that obviously isn't going to be it for everybody, but it's that kind of a like you're just disconnecting from everybody. It's almost like if everyone's going to come at me with this nonsense, or if this is going to be the intensity of this situation, it's like, well, I'm not going to deal with this. I'm going to pull away. I'm going to get my energy right, and everybody, like, y'all can hit the road. And whoever, is included or not included or whatever, it's like, no, that doesn't really matter. You're not going to sit here and let anybody, dump their garbage on you. No, thank you. Can we get a card for this Eight of Cups? We have the Knight of Wands. You know what I feel like? Excuse me. I actually feel that you were a steady presence in this person's life, or to a certain extent, it's like that's what you started to be. If it was a newer connection. And it's almost like this person, I mean, obviously they took it for granted, but I feel to a certain extent, it's almost like it may have been something that they hadn't had before and they didn't know what to do with it when they got it. So it's almost like it was mishandled because there was, for example, I'm not saying you're made of glass, okay? But it's almost like someone's mailing a package and there's glass inside, but they forgot to write like caution. There's glass inside, you have to be gentle with this. And so it's like it was mishandled and the glass got broke. I actually feel like that's kind of what's happened here. I feel like this person recognized their mistake a little too late, though. For some of you, it could be that, like, when this person made their mistake, it was big enough that it wouldn't have mattered if they had realized it afterwards, because it was enough. So can we get one on this Queen of Cups, and then we will close out the read. Queen of Cups for Taurus. Oh. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, Justice, and the Mother or Queen of Pentacles with the Hanged Man at the bottom of the deck. So, Taurus, I actually feel like you're going to be feeling really hopeful. It's almost like you're going to feel how it's like the true meaning of spring is going to be kind of something that you're embodying. That feeling of like, feeling like you let go of something that wasn't really what you wanted in the first place. And it also feels like it's something that it's like you're going to see. Hold on for a second. It's almost like you're going to see that what was on offer was like, I don't know, you can't see very well on the cards, but it's like it was kind of stringy. It wasn't put together well. It's almost like it's somebody's leftovers that was just kind of strung together. And I feel like you seem to find a lot of satisfaction in putting yourself in an energy where it's like, haha, no, that's not going to work for me. This mess is not going to work for Taurus. What you want is this kind of like really full energy, and it's not like you want perfection, but you also don't want someone else's throwaway. So I think I'll leave it there, Taurus. If this reading resonated, I hope that it was helpful and brought you some clarity. I love you so much. We'll see you on the next one. Much love. Bye.